Welcome everybody to another collective reading. I hope you're all doing well. This message is for the week ahead. I'm sorry for the camera shake there. I have it on an arm right now, but look what came up right away. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So some of you definitely have a secret admirer here, and you maybe don't even know this person, or maybe they're coming towards you, or maybe you do, or somebody's keeping an eye on you, not to creep you out, but let's keep going. Bottom of the deck here. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, so, maybe this person doesn't want to force anything. They know who you are, where you are, what you're doing, and maybe they're just really shy and they don't want to really approach you. Let's see what's going on in the energy for the collective. I'm going to use the Energy Oracle deck. Don't forget to hit the like button and the hype button. That would be fantastic. A way to support everybody else who may need to hear these messages today. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you, especially, those of you that are my repeat clients that come back time after time for personal readings. Yeah. Okay, maybe you and this person have been kind of like on this R&R resting period here. Maybe you're needing some time to yourselves, or you're taking some time to yourselves. Okay, maybe you're doing some deep meditation or rest here. Maybe some of you need a holiday. Okay, some of you may work really hard in your community, or you're important in your community somehow. That could be. I'm getting that some of you may, have a yoga studio, or you like going to yoga. It's interesting. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, oh my gosh, look what came up. No, I can't make that up. Meditation. Some of you here, you need meditation. If you're not, and if you are, then fantastic. You're right on target here. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. What are the messages for the collective? What do we need to know? Again, watch out for the fake channels out there. There's way too many of them. Ooh. Maybe somebody's very envious of you. They see how well you're doing, or maybe you're looking good, or you're taking good care of yourself, or, maybe you're just, this person sees you in a very high light and they're envious of your progress, especially if you're working really hard or you're doing well in the community here. Okay, walking away. Okay, for some of you, this person may have walked away from you, or you've walked away from them. Okay, but you can see how this woman, doesn't have to be a woman, it's not gender specific, but you can see how she's kind of taking one last look back. So maybe some of you are taking one look back before you kind of walk away in your current situation. Remember, this can go vice versa, and it can be male or female. It doesn't matter. It's not gender specific, right? But this can be, I'm anticipating walking away from where I'm not happy and taking one last look before I walk out that door. Maybe people are jealous of you or your person here for walking away. Maybe they're walking towards you. Okay, maybe this person, you've been on a break from this person, but what I'm getting here is maybe this is a secret admirer of yours and they want to come and see you. Okay, or you may have walked away from somebody here, maybe somebody in the community. That can even represent that you're walking away from a job that you're unhappy in. Okay, so maybe some of you haven't been happy in your current job, and you've been working in the community, and you're kind of like, see ya, one last time. Okay, let's go ahead and roll the tarot dice and see what's going on. Let's see what's happening here. All right. Oh, somebody's got a choice to make. Could be a King of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Ooh, wow. We've got the Hierophant, the Knight of Cups. Can you see all those? I know it's not that easy to see, but I'm going to kind of put them here. Okay, somebody's very disappointed. Somebody's gone through some kind of disappointment here, something that happened maybe in the past. Interesting. Oh, things are changing though. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. That's fantastic. Yeah, there's a choice to make. Some of you are going to have a choice to make pretty soon. This could be somebody coming towards you. They may be disappointed where they're at. Okay, they're having regrets of maybe concentrating too much on the past, and they're deciding to walk away from that now. Maybe it took them time here with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, they had a choice to make, or again, this is you. Could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo here with the King of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. Okay, maybe this person regrets not offering you marriage or commitment or something more serious. Yeah, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. For some of you, this person wants to come closer to you and wants things to change. They're making the choice to come towards you. And many of you, yeah, there you go, Seven of Cups. You're going to have some decisions and choices to make coming in the future. Oh, wow. We've got the Emperor. It could be dealing with your own father or this father figure or an Aries, a Taurus, a boss. This could be your own boss. Again, for some of you, you know, there could be a couple of different situations going on here. Some of you could be dealing with your boss or a partner here. You're walking away from a current position, okay? And you're making changes in your life. You have choices to make here. You haven't been happy with how things are going, and you're going towards your wishes here. Look at this. We've got the star energy. Some of you are healing from a situation you've been in, but the star energy also represents going towards your destiny, your future, remaining optimistic here and hopeful for the future. We've got the moon energy here. So if this is somebody you're dealing with, you may not know that this is going on, okay? We have Seven of Wands. We're fighting for what we want. We're standing up for what we believe in. We're trusting our intuition here. King of Wands, while you're dealing with somebody who's a real... woo, this person I'm getting is a real go-getter, okay? This is somebody who's stable, who's secure, who knows exactly what they want, and they're willing to stand up and fight for what they really want when they really want it, kind of thing. That's right. Okay, so for some of you here, this person is really regretful of maybe... I don't know, we're not making this choice sooner. We're going to keep going. I'm going to get some clarifiers, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's start with the clarification. What's going on? What are the clarifiers here, please, for the collective? Why is the King of Pentacles here? OMG, that was fast. Ah, this person regrets maybe being indecisive in the past. They may have been at a crossroads and they didn't know what to do, but the universe was saying that all they need to do is trust their intuition. It's right here. But maybe this is really not somebody who overly trusts their intuition here with the Emperor, you know, and the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who's usually very stable, very secure, doesn't like to make changes. So maybe they may have turned a blind eye to making this choice. They may have ignored it. But they, you know, for some of you, this is definitely somebody who was so focused on the past, they weren't maybe ready. Maybe they were mentally blocked, because the swords mean that's mental awareness. You know, thinking, air energy in our head, right? So I feel like they may have been kind of not sure whether to go left or right in this situation. I'm also getting that whoever this is, whether it's you or them, you know, have been trying to, unknowns to you, cross-watcher, if this is about you, they've been trying to stand their ground silently here is what I'm getting for some of you, and you just don't know it. Okay, because they may have been like really reflecting on the past and realizing, you know, I made a mistake, I regret it, and now they're ready to fight for what they want, okay? Three of Pentacles, yeah. So they may have been talking to a couple of people that they know, maybe they trust, or that they confide in maybe here, you know, because they have been indecisive, maybe getting some kind of guidance. Be careful, I always tell you, everyone, to be careful who you talk to. Because they can only understand from their level of perception, and as long, you never know if somebody's out for, because we do have envy here, right? So maybe somebody has been envious of you or your connection, and they're not always going to give you the best advice in that case. It's just something to be wary of, right? Okay, why is the Knight of Cups here? Wow, we've got the King of Wands again. This person wants to take action towards taking your connection to the next step. We've got King of Wands and the Knight of Cups. This person definitely, depending what level you are in your connection, whether this is somebody just kind of watching you here with secret admirer, or whether this is somebody that you already know, because that is not clear right now. I'm definitely getting that they want to take your relationship to the next level. That's something they're thinking about here. So this person may regret not have like reaching, if I could talk today, I'm getting tired, I think. They regret not reaching out to you here. They regret keeping things hidden and being indecisive and just kind of sitting in the back corner here, or the back row here, being a secret admirer, okay? Because maybe some of you decided to walk away because you had no idea. This person kept their feelings hidden from you. This is somebody that doesn't outwardly show their feelings, this person. Okay, why is the Five of Cups here? Okay, so it took some time. This person needed to figure out maybe how to balance their emotions better or be more patient. Okay, so maybe they were, I don't know, I want to say this is somebody that can blow pretty hot here with the Emperor and the King of Wands. They can be pretty feisty because it is a go-getter. They know exactly what they want. They may be in charge of a business, so they're used to being in charge per se. That's not to say that you can be in charge of a relationship, but I'm saying that this person is used to probably being in an in-charge type of position is what I'm getting. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, there's a turning point here. Something's changing. This person's now not indecisive. They're no longer indecisive. Now they're willing to stand up and take charge here. This is definitely somebody who I want to say very mature. If they weren't before, they are now. I mean, we've got the Emperor, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. This is somebody that's bossing on up. It reminds me of the Jeffersons theme that I always like to sing, only I feel like saying bossing on up to the top. To a deluxe apartment in the sky, moving on up. Anyway, I love that theme. The Wheel of Fortune is being clarified with the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. So there's definitely something happening here. There's something changing. So you're being advised, cross watcher, or whoever you are, to have patience here right now. There's something happening here with the Wheel of Fortune twice in divine timing here. Okay, so everything's fated, everything's destiny here. So it's in divine timing. Okay, so let's clarify. Why is the Lover's energy here? You may have a divine connection here with somebody. Oh, this person may be making the choice to be single. Maybe they had a choice between remaining single or going into a long-term connection with you. And this person's deciding to go into a long-term connection to you. They regret not doing that. If they've been single for a while, they regret not going into a long-term connection with you. And I'll tell you why. Got the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles here. And we've got regret. And we've got a choice. Okay? So this person's having to deal with their karma now. Wheel of Fortune twice, right? They're having to deal with their karma now. Of not letting you know how they feel. Of keeping everything in the dark here with the moon, okay? But with the 9 to the 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, you know, I feel like they're trying to figure out now here how to perhaps fight for your connection if they need to fight somebody. Like maybe somebody's been envious of your connection. We definitely have envy down here. So maybe somebody was jealous of your connection, and so they're going to have to stand up. And it might be more than one person here, but Spirit's definitely saying somebody here has the upper hand. It's time to stand in your power. And I feel like this Emperor is going to. I feel like this is all the same person. Let's keep going. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, there you go. I'm moving forward. I'm leaving my past behind. See ya. I'm going to where it's calm. It's kind of rough here. I don't like it here. I'm like always having to kind of stand up for myself and fight for what I want. I'm leaving that behind. I'm done with that. Somebody's done with that. Beautiful. Clarify the 7 of Cups. So am I. Wow, King of Swords, OMG. The only one we're missing right now is the King of Cups. So I feel like this person is making head over heart decisions right now, okay? So if this is your person, they're making head over heart decisions right now because this is clarifying the 7 of Cups. There's a lot of choices here in this cup. These are all choices right there, okay? And so this king here, and again, female, male, it doesn't matter. We can all take on the King of Swords. This is somebody who means business, okay? They've got their sword up. They're thinking. They're very much in their intellectual mind right now, thinking about every choice, every decision, and thinking them through here. So that's interesting here. I definitely want to clarify what's going on with this Emperor. What are they trying to do here? Clarify this Emperor. Oh. Well, if they've been quiet for a while, it's because they're in deep thought about how to get to you. They're in deep thought about how to come towards you, how to make this work, how to leave their past behind, how to defend their right to move forward. Now, let's see. Why and who are they fighting to go towards the collective, whoever this is for them? Who are they arguing with or having to stand against? Oh, So maybe you and this person were both kind of standing your ground for what you wanted, and they want to reach out and say, you know, I'm sorry, or they want to bring you something, or, you know, be sweet to you and talk to you about things here. They've had time to think. Maybe this is somebody, yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting. We had Temperance, and we have the Four of Swords show up, the Star energy, and the Hermit. Maybe this person needed time to heal from something that happened in their past. We definitely have that this is somebody who's been focusing a lot on their past. They weren't ready to see the future yet. So you may have met this person already, and they weren't ready to turn around and realize that, you know, there's a future here with you. I feel like they've had time now to think about things here, okay? So let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune twice here. Why did it show up twice? What do we need to know? Why did it show up twice? This person's going through a massive change, a transformation. So endings bring new beginnings. So they were going through some massive changes. And, you know, we have to deal with our consequences, good or bad, of our decisions in the past. And now this is what led them, though. Your separation, if you're in separation from this person, has led to their transformation. Or they were already going through it when you met them. We do have a divine connection here with the Lover's energy. You may be helping each other go through some kind of transformation here, is what I'm getting, okay? Wow. Clarify the Star energy. Why is the Star energy here? Yeah. Wow. So I feel like you and this person have been disappointed. I feel like you already know this person. I feel like you are the Two of Cups standing behind here, and they weren't ready to see it because they're focusing on the losses that they were going through or have already been through. And I feel like this is somebody who was not ready for this connection. Clarify the Moon. Why is the Moon here? What's hidden? What do we need to know for the collective for the Moon? What do we need to know for the Moon? Yeah, see, they kept everything to themselves. They didn't want to tell anybody anything, or they wanted to hold on to their money, their career, their materialism, whatever it was. They regret doing that, though. I feel like they regret doing that. Okay. But what I'm also getting, collective, is they're holding on to you now that they have these realizations, okay? I feel like they're thinking about you and your connection, and I feel like they're starting to make decisions and think perhaps maybe more clearly now. Clarify the Seven of Wands. That'll help us figure that out. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands. What do we need to know about the Seven of Wands? Yeah, see? That's about trusting our intuition, okay? Seven of Wands here with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets, but it's also about, again, trusting your intuition here and standing up for yourself here, okay? But this can also mean that, you know, your person or you, again, always feel free to flip the energies, has been accused of keeping secrets here as well, keeping something hidden here. So they could be on the defense with someone else or you or each other here because somebody feels like they've been keeping secrets here. So why is the High Priestess here? Clarify the High Priestess. Oh, the King of Cups. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But I also have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I have Pisces energy here, Aries, Taurus, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's a lot of Taurus energy here. Taurus in the Wheel of Fortune, but I also have Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio energy. Again, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Gemini. So those are the strongest signs. But this definitely represents that we're keeping something to ourselves. It can just be as simple as, well, it's not simple, but you know what I mean. Keeping our feelings, our emotions to ourselves. We're keeping everything to ourselves. This is definitely somebody that is a deep thinker. So, you know, it's kind of like trying to pry somebody open with a crowbar. It's like good luck with that, right? Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. I want to do the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, wow. This person loves you. Yes, they do. Look at that. They see you as their be-all, end-all. Like you and this person can have it all together. You can have the happy home, the happy life, the happy family, stability, long-term, the be-all, end-all. You betcha. That's what I'm seeing here. Very nice. Okay. Clarify the King of Wands. Remember, you all have free will. Okay. Yeah, this person sees an equal reciprocity with you. They see a balance with you, okay? And they want to give to this connection in that way. They want to have a very healthy balance with you in this connection, okay? Eight of Pentacles. They want to put the work in, okay? They want to put the work in because they feel that this connection is worth it. They feel like it can go the long haul. Okay, so maybe that's what they're waiting for. They couldn't see that at the time, and now they're seeing it. Trust yourself more. Know that you're in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they're meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. Yeah, we definitely have divine timing here with the Wheel of Fortune twice and Temperance here showing up. Whatever you've been putting off, don't procrastinate any longer. So this person's maybe been putting things off, throwing themselves into the work, thinking, okay, because they're making plans. This Emperor is somebody here with the Seven of Cups and the Emperor status here, and the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Swords is probably spending, especially with the Hermit, a lot of time alone, working, thinking, working, thinking. So because they're maybe putting this off, but Spirit's saying, instead of allowing yourself to become overwhelmed and defensive and argumentative, do one thing at a time and then start taking the action towards it. Because, you know, if you're just going to keep everything kind of waiting and doubting yourself, then you're never going to actually take the action. Things will never actually change. You need to take the initiative. Let's see what your soulmate would like to say to you. What are the messages from our soulmate? Need you. Wow. You are so nurturing, magnetic, and passionate in my life. Your light shines bright and guides me in my darkness. You feel like home to me, and I always feel happy and comfortable in your presence. Thank you, my love, for always sending me healing energy and love. I need you and your energy even more now. So I feel like your person's having a hard time making decisions here on how to move forward. In making these decisions. I feel like, you know, the Seven of Cups can definitely represent, like, we're overwhelmed. There's just too much going on here at once. So I feel like they're trying to, like, break away from people, spend time alone so they can figure out what their next move is. And your energy, collective, is, because they're going through transformation with death, I feel like your energy helps uplift this person. Protected. I will always protect you, my love, even when we are together or not at this time. My higher self is always with you. I'll always protect you in the love we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that it's only you that can cross that. So they're telling you that their heart belongs to you and nobody else is entitled to have their love in this way. Okay? Best self. I'm working really hard to level up for you and meet you at your equal. Wow, see, that's what we saw with the Six of Pentacles. Meet you as your equal, your mirror. I know we'll always grow together, but I want you to be proud of who I am today. So this person's working really hard to boss up and be the best version of themselves for you. Wow, that's commendable. Very nice. Okay, very nice. But don't wait too long or the person might have one foot in the coffin. Don't keep procrastinating. That doesn't work. Okay, I bought this new awesome deck, which I'm going to use. I've only used it a couple times, but let's get the messages for the collective, please. Angels and spirits, what are the messages for the collective? What do we need to know? Okay. Gossip. Okay. Unfounded allegations and damage is causing damage to reputations and causing trust issues. There you go. Whispers of gossip cause confusion and spread misinformation. So your person may be kind of standing up for you, the connection, the jealousy, and the gossip that could be surrounding your connection. They could be being accused somehow of wrongdoing. Digital. I can't talk. I need to go to bed. I've had so much going on. Sorry, everybody. I need my sleep. Okay. Connections feel real but lack depth and craving physical touch while trapped in screens. Oh boy, isn't that the truth? It's like, okay, we could talk through the screen or I can pretend to know who you are, but I don't really know who you are. I'd like to see you in person, you know? Can I actually see you in person? Because you know, just talking digitally or that doesn't build trust. Like, I don't really trust. Is that really you or is it somebody else? You know? So Spirit's saying, yeah, it can be difficult for sure. Right. Yeah. Next message. Loneliness. There you go. Distant twin flame fuels your spiritual journey. So this, for those of you in a twin flame connection, because the lovers did show up, it definitely can represent, especially with the death energy here, again, you're helping each other to go through a transformation. So this time apart is actually fueling your journey here, and it's helping you to grow more and more. Okay, so, and when you're on your own, because the Nine of Pentacles showed up, that reveals, you know, your own personal growth, like things that you maybe you didn't feel comfortable spending time with yourself. Like me, I've gone to movies on my own, and people are like, you go to movies on your own? Yeah, sometimes I do, and I enjoy it. Yeah, because you're watching the movie anyway, and I get right into it. So especially if it's one you really want to see. Ultimatum. Activates during emergencies and signals imminent action, triggers alerts and prompts quick decision making, imposes an irrevocable choice with severe consequences. So, you know, if somebody feels like they were giving an ultimatum, it can be that that triggered them and they just quickly, you know, lashed out. It could be, yeah, I don't know. This sure looks like somebody's thinking a lot about taking this connection to the next step. Our relationship, much like a machine, has developed cracks that need attention. Ignoring these issues won't make them disappear. Instead, it pushes us further apart. We've been stuck in a cycle of avoidance, resisting the necessary changes. So somebody needs to stop resisting the necessary changes that's going on, especially with that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, next message. Resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. So for some of you here, you need to just kind of, or your person, as we had the Four of Pentacles, is just kind of tightening the money belt here and save something for the future. Because if we don't, then we can get ourselves into a jam. But I see somebody coming out of a jam because of the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. That's about moving past any challenges. Somebody's definitely bossing up here and moving past challenges. Okay, here's your love messages. Oh my gosh, they're jumping out. Chemistry. This is a mutual spark and attraction with another. There is a strong magnetic pull in chemistry with this person, a lot of passion and desire. This may pertain to the awakening or increase of creative energy in your life. And I will tell you that one thing I've definitely learned is with the twin flame journey here, you push each other to do better, to be better, and you spark each other's mojo. And it gets working, and it's amazing what you can accomplish when you want to be with somebody but you're far apart, and then you use that energy and pour it into yourself until you can be together, and you can accomplish quite a bit. Okay, so we have release attachments. Okay, so let go of unhealthy attachments and connections that no longer serve you. We definitely have here walking away, right? Okay, so we need to release unhealthy attachments so that the new doors can open. This is a period to get in touch with your inner strength and reclaim your personal power. Move forward to be free. Endings always bring new beginnings. And we had the death energy. So it's time to release any unhealthy attachments here in order to move forward. Because that's the healthy way to go, obviously. Okay, let's get some final messages from the Love Message Oracle. What are the final messages for the collective? What was I saying? Overthinking, playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there at first. So stop overthinking and just get your butt in gear and get going. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's time to stop overthinking. Okay, like I said, somebody could already have one foot in the grave by the time that you get in gear, whoever this is. You are enough. So if somebody is doubting themselves, whether or not they have enough, Spirit is saying you're enough. The person you're meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. You don't need to change, okay? And for those of you that feel like you do need to change or there's something still seriously wrong, well then, yeah, of course. But I definitely see here that somebody's evolving. Again, we got the King of Swords, we have the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups, and the Emperor. Whoever you are, you've already bossed up, or you're in the process of bossing up. You're enough, and stop overthinking, and it's time to get going. That's what I've got for you. Lots of love, lots of light. I'll see you all next time. Have a great week ahead. Don't forget to hit the hype button and the like button so that I can make more of these messages. And if they're helping you out, we definitely need to help share them. Thanks so much. Personal readings are open at shacy.com. You can check down below if you'd like to order your personal reading. Check out the reviews. Thank you so much, as always, to my fantastic repeat clients. I appreciate each and every one of you. See you next time. Bye for now.